Transit is without a doubt one of the most frustrating experiences in Call of Duty Zombies history. When it came out, it was hyped as the next evolution of zombies. A massive, interconnected world, buildable items, a moving bus, hidden secrets, all sorts of stuff. But what we got was a confusing, foggy, lava-covered disaster, a clusterfuck of randomness that somehow made playing zombies feel like an absolute chore sometimes. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly why Transit is the worst designed zombies map of all time. Now let's take a step back for a second. The idea behind Transit wasn't bad at all. In fact, I think it's awesome. The concept of traveling between locations on a moving bus, it's a cool concept, it's ambitious, especially for 2012. But the way they executed it, yeah, that's where it falls apart. The map is split into 5 small areas: bus depot, diner, farm, power station, and town. All of this is connected by a foggy, dangerous path where you're supposed to take the bus to each one. Instead of feeling like one big map, it feels like 5 tiny ones spread too far apart. And more times than not, it feels like you're gonna stay in 1 to 2 areas for most of the game unless you're doing the Easter egg. All of these areas wouldn't be a huge issue if you could actually explore them freely. But nope, good luck trying to go anywhere without dealing with this next problem. And this next problem is, of course, the fog. Probably one of the most annoying features on the entire map, if not in zombies history. If you step off this bus and try to walk between areas, you are instantly swallowed up by the thick fog. You can barely see, your screen is covered in fog, and then of course comes those fucking denizens. These little shits jump on your face, try and rip your face off, forcing you to knife them off while getting lost in the dark. It's annoying, repetitive, it's tedious, it slows you down. It's a straight up punishment for players who are trying to explore without the bus. Why would you make an open world style map and then punish people for leaving the bus? It's almost like they wanted this map to fail. And that is exactly why we move on to our next topic, which is the bus. It's cool, but pointless. Of course, on paper, the bus is a super cool idea. It connects the locations and gives the map some sort of identity in this whole clusterfuck. But in practice, it's just a slow, unreliable ride that constantly leaves players behind. Ted will always leave when you need him not to, and then you're either stuck in one area or you have to run through the fog and deal with the denizens. And there is absolutely nothing fun about just sitting there waiting for the bus to come around to get to the next location, so you do have to go through the fog. And you're probably going to get trapped inside the bus by zombies anyway because the interior is cramped and zombies get on the bus. It's insane. But the silver lining is Ted is cool as hell. We love Ted around here, and glad to have him back in the new Black Ops 7 Zombies map. Now this is kind of a minuscule topic, but I'm gonna talk about it briefly. The entire map is covered in random cracks in the ground that do fire damage every time you step on them. And it's not like one area is dangerous, the lava is everywhere. You can be training, running around, walking normally, and boom, random lava patches chips your health down. It adds nothing to the gameplay except frustration. I get that it kind of makes sense, but man, is it annoying. Now let's talk, oh my goodness, about the buildables. Transit introduced the idea of crafting equipment from parts hidden around the map, which sounds cool in theory, and it is cool, but it's just another chore on this map. You are constantly running back and forth, collecting pieces, hoping you don't die along the way, and you can only hold one piece at a time. So what, you're gonna juggle multiple pieces to one location through the fog, which takes like 10 minutes with denizens ripping your face off? And what do you get after all that effort? The jet gun, the map's wonder weapon that looks cool and is good but breaks literally after a few seconds of use. Then you have to go all the way around the map and rebuild it again. Of course, I know it, you have to have it for the Easter egg, but it is not worth the hassle at all if you are just playing casually. And with all these different buildables, the turbine, which you need to open doors, the shield, which adds an extra layer of protection on a super hard map, and the map's main wonder weapon that you need for the Easter egg, you can only carry one at a time. So you will build them at these different building stations, use one, have to go back to the building station where you built the other buildable. Meanwhile, you're going through the fog, dealing with the denizens and the lava. I could go on and on. It's insane. Our next topic to touch on is the setup time and replayability of this map. In my opinion, a glaring issue with Transit is how long it takes to set up, especially if you're not using the bank. If you want Jug, you have to turn on the power, which means getting to the power station, a few stops on the map, and you have to make sure, obviously, the bus doesn't leave you. If you want Pack-a-Punch, get ready to build another thing. Leave your turbine on at the power station, go all the way to town, use an explosive on the safe, and pray that a zombie did not break your turbine while you did that whole process. And if the zombie broke your turbine, you're shit out of luck and you have to restart again. Everything takes way too long, and most of your time is spent either waiting for the bus, running through the fog just to get basic stuff, and that can kill replayability pretty fast. What makes all of this worse is Tranzit could have been great. The idea of a massive zombies map with travel, exploration, secrets, it was ahead of its time. If it was released today, which I guess it kind of is going to be released in New Age with Ashes of the Damned. But with better tech and smarter design, it could have been a fan favorite, and hopefully, Ashes of the Damned will. But instead, it's remembered as a frustrating, half-baked mess that gets in its own way at every turn. Now, can Tranzit be fun? Absolutely. I truly believe any zombies map can be fun, especially when you're playing with friends, but the practicality, and personally for me, playing it solo, I do not find it fun. I find it repetitive, it gets boring, it's hectic. Tranzit isn't just a bad zombies map, it's a map with so many bad design choices stacked on top of a great idea. From the fog and denizens, to the lava, the slow setup, to the weak wonder weapon, it just doesn't hold up for me. It's the definition of wasted potential. Anyways, let me know in the comments what's your least favorite zombie map, and if you actually like Tranzit. I'm genuinely curious. If you did, tell me why. Maybe I'll have a change of perspective. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, maybe subscribe with Black Ops 7 coming up, and I'll see you in the next one.